Welcome back to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka Mike Daddy, aka Magnificent Mikey, and Marvel Rivals has come to Fortnite. That's right, Marvel Rivals characters Luna Snow and Magic have come to Fortnite, and that's an item shop thing, which I'm not going over the entire item shop myself anymore, but that's the kind of big news that we have today. Here I am on a Monday morning, so there was nothing big happening on Sunday. So here we are with not a lot of big news to talk about. But that's pretty cool. And I will now that I've had a couple of days where we didn't go over the item shop, and one way or another, by the way, one way or another, today I will have an item shop update tonight, whether I have to do it myself or not. And so actually, that I guess because I kind of revealed that'll be kind of the reveal of how I'm going to do this going forward. So, set up for me. I'll still be doing the news, the competitive stuff, the quests, going over the passes and things like that. But my oldest son, Blaine, is going to start helping me. He is going to start going on daily and doing a daily item shop update and going over his opinion of the item shop and giving his item of the day. Just to get one gets him involved in the show, right? Which will be fun, and then you get a new voice, somebody with a fresh take. Because I've been doing this for 8 or 9 years or whatever it's been now, 7-8 years, somewhere in that range. So it'll be fun to get a fresh point of view and a fresh voice on here. So that's what the deal is going forward. It just so happened it didn't work out the last 2 days because just so happened when we were planning to do it, of course, Blaine ended up sick. In fact, I had to take him to the doctor yesterday, and we were thinking he was going to be good enough, but his, he's stuffy and it's making his throat sore. So, or it was. I mean, he is getting better. So hopefully he'll be able to start doing that for you soon. And like I said, if not today, then I'll come back myself later tonight and give a item shop update. All right, so that's going to be things going forward. And he'll also not just go over the item shop, but if he has any opinions on the current battle pass or the current season, or my kids, they play more of the creator made modes than I do, so maybe they'll have opinions on some creator made modes to try. So yeah, like I said, it'll be a nice new fun perspective to have on the show. All right, but that's what I have for you today. So let's go take a look at how many people are playing this game. Go take a look at epic modes. Battle Royale this morning, 223,000. Now, here's the thing. Of course, I am taking this week off for vacation. Like I said, I extended my vacation by a week last week to celebrate the Seahawks Super Bowl win. But this was the original. This week is the week that I was originally taking off. And it's because it's, where my kids go to school. I didn't get this when I was growing up, but where I live now, they don't just do spring break, but they also have a midwinter break, which is this week. And there's probably a lot of people from all over that have their school scheduled in a similar way. So yeah, the numbers are pretty nice even early in the morning on a Monday morning. Battle Royale, 223,000. It says Reload only has 4, but that must be That's got to be off. OG has 64,000. Blitz 33,000. Odyssey 12,000. Brick Life 3,000. Save the World 7,000. Festival 2,000. Creative 4,000. Party Royale 1,000. Rank Ballistic 2,000. Right? Some of these numbers look like, numbers in the middle in the middle of the day, right? Like I said, we are there's quite a few people that get vacation this week, so yeah, I imagine numbers will be a little bit higher than normal, even for a weekday. Okay, and then if we look at some creator made modes, some of the most popular ones right now, and you can see a big drop off. It looks like that Steal the Brain Rot event that was happening over the weekend, it must have ended this morning. 57,556. So it went from 800,000 something to 57,000. So you can see just how much people love going into those Steal the Brain Rot special events and at themes when they're happening. 1v1 with every gun has 22,000. Mega Red versus Blue 13,000. Go Goated Zone Wars has 13,000. Crazy Red versus Blue 9,000. Escape Tsunami for the Brain Rots. Tycoon 400. Crazy Red versus Blue Kalinor 500. Merge the Brain Rot has 600. And there's a whole lot more to be discovered in the Discover tab. Again, that Steal the Brain Rot event was still going on yesterday, so our peak number, again, getting a big boost from Steal the Brain Rot, still up there in the 700 and 800,000 yesterday. Our peak number was 2,152,363, so a nice big number. And now that, I don't know why I didn't think of it before, because that's specifically why I took this week off, so I could take my kids around the city and do different activities during their midwinter break. But I bet we see pretty decent numbers even throughout the weekdays during this week, because quite a few people are gonna be on vacation. All right, so there you go. There is a look at what people are and have been playing. Let's go take a look at quests to give you the reminder for quests. What in the world? I'm on Battle Royale. I know I am. Let's see. Let me go over to the quests. There are no quests in your list at this time. Weird. There's been something going on with the internet all morning long. I know Spotify wasn't working for me this morning for a little while. Twitter wasn't working this morning for a little while, and it just recently started working again, but it's still running really slow. And now Fortnite doesn't want to show me any of the quests. But you know what? I know there's not any new quests currently. Just a reminder, log in every day so you can get your Loves and Legends free level up reward. There's still a few days left of that, so make sure you're doing that. Remember, there's still about a week left for the free back bling in the team up one. And then get your weeklies done, your dailies, and your ranks and your rank rewards and all that. All right, so there you go. That's your reminder for quests. Let's go see if the competitive tab will load. If I go to the competitive tab, okay, at least that loads. And today is Monday, so FNCS Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, 4, 5. That's all happening today. And again, depending on where you are, if you qualified for any of this, then you can play in whichever division you're in to try to advance to a higher division, so that you can eventually, play in the FNCS Division 1 qualifier thing to get to majors. Okay. And then let's see. Was there anything worth looking at on Sundays? Mobile series. There was a Reload Elite series and a Duos Ranked Cup. Let's go look at that mobile series. I kind of just want to see. 10 points. All you had to do was get 10 points, and you get a prize. So starting at placement was 16th place would get you 1 point, and then a victory royale all the way up to a victory royale is 21 points, and each elimination was 1 point. I might, when these things start coming up, might have to do these and get some free back blings, right? Or free prizes. This one was a back bling. Let's see. Oh, yep, leaderboard not loading. Let's see if the other ones do. Let's see if the Reload Elite one. Okay. But this went into the next round. Oh, this is the series open. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Am I still on NA East? Have I not switched my deal yet? Let me look. Yep, I'm still on NA East. I keep forgetting to switch. Dig, Cooper, and Curly won this one. They played 12 matches, 3 wins, 8 top 10s, 6 top 5s, 120 total eliminations. Their average placement was 8th. 10 eliminations on average per match. Again, these are reload matches where it is a lot more important to be getting eliminations because they know everybody gets to reload. You get three chances basically, so there's more premium on eliminations. So you definitely have to be getting those eliminations, and it doesn't hurt to be getting those placement points as well. They won this one by 1 point by Tech Season and I Am Enough. But they didn't play enough because they only played 9 matches. If they would have played, a higher amount, they also, were averaging 10 eliminations per match. They got in the top 10 8 times, top 5 7 times, 2 victory royales. Their average placement was 4th. Even if they would have just played 1 more match, they would have won. So, again, that's the other important thing. Make sure you're giving yourself enough time to play these tournaments so you have enough time to get the most out of it that you can. Let's see. The Duos Ranked Cup. Let's look at that. This was a 0 build. Oh, okay. And this one was like a top, whatever percentage you were, the higher you would get the amount of rewards you would get. Normal, so 2 points per elimination, and then normal placement points. And this one was Mersey and Ghost in first place by, again, over 100. They had 10 matches played. They were in the top 10 9 times, so they're going to be placing high. Top 5 7 of those times, and they had 6 victory royales, 149 total eliminations, and they averaged 4th place. So, yeah, should be no question about that. They placed high. They had a high amount of eliminations on average. They did everything well. So that was your winners of the Duos Ranked Cup 0 build. All right. So there you go. There's our look at competitive. And like I said, even though I'm not going to go over the item shop fully on a daily basis, I still want to give my own personal item of the day. So Before I do, I will remind you to please use code Mikey, MMMIKIE, in the item shop because some of the proceeds will go to help support the show. And for my personal item, my, item of the day, I would go with the Magic Bundle. I really like the Magic Bundle. Again, you know me. I'm not a fan with the characters that have big headbands or headdresses or any sort of stuff coming off the head. So that part I'm not a fan of. But it's a magic and great, good-looking character, right? And this is the Marvel Rivals version. Now, looks good, looks cool there. And I'm specifically saying the bundle because it also comes with the soul / emote, which is cool, bringing down the swords out of the, air, out of the dimensions, and then slashing them. But yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for like big fantasy swords. So to get Magic's soul sword as the pickaxe is awesome. You can have it as the soul sword as well to change the style, which is really cool. And it comes with the stepping disc sheath back bling. So all of that, I think it looks really good. I think the items are cool. So that one is my item of the day. There you go. Now, let's get to some comments from the community. Nothing over on YouTube, but over on Spotify, we got Louis Grant says, "Did you accept the friend requests?" No, I have not yet. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, like as soon as I close this recording, before I even upload the episode, I will go to my friend request list and I'll accept everything that's there. All right, so I don't keep forgetting. Bentley says, "Yay, Seahawks on the Super Bowl." Also, do you know when Fortnite rank is going to reset? Let me look this up, Bentley, because it typically goes with the seasons. All right, but I know the. Okay, so here I just pulled up the schedule. So we have FNCS going on, right? So I assume that the ranked, and I assume that's what you're asking about. The rank on the competitive, when is it going to reset? And I assume it'll go with the schedule that FNCS is following because people have to qualify and you have to be ranked high enough to be playing in them in the first place. So I assume it will follow that, and it looks like we have Major 1 will happen on April 25th and April 26th. So those are the finals. Happen on the 25th and the 26th of April. So I assume on the 27th that the rank will reset when the new major starts. Because you get Major 1 and then Major 2 will start after that. So they'll be about April, May, June. Yeah, so that gives everybody time to play in tournaments and qualify before the next ones start in July. So I assume that's how it's going to work. I can't say for certain that's how it's going to be, but that's what I assume. All right. Thank you, Bentley, for your question. And new analyst says, "I am level 170, and I heard from Monster D-Face that there might be a huge Disney collab, and you might be able to do some sort of interaction with Super Bowl 61 in the future." I see what you're saying there and getting at. So, Disney, there's already a huge collab with Disney. Remember, Disney invested like $2 billion or something like that into Fortnite. So that's why you're constantly seeing characters like the Marvel Rivals and other Disney-owned properties come to Fortnite on the regular. The Simpsons, we had a whole entire Simpsons season. Remember, Disney owns The Simpsons now as well. So we're going to be seeing a whole lot of collabs like that. And we have been for, I know it's like a couple of years now since that collab was announced. But they're not done. There's still more. Remember, they have a whole epic universe that they are planning on building in the game to be able to treat it like a Disney park. And I see what you're talking about here with the interaction with the Super Bowl. So the new CEO was recently talking about the collaboration with Fortnite. And so see what the deal is here is, like they said, they don't want it to just be like items in the item shop. They want to build a whole universe. They want to be able to, they want users to be able to interact with Disney inside of Fortnite, have like different theme virtual parks inside of Fortnite, to be able to buy and purchase merchandise, whether it's like real life merchandise or virtual merchandise inside Fortnite. They want to be able to premiere movies and TV shows, and maybe even have some way of interacting with the Super Bowl. Whether that being like some sort of like Super Bowl themed like map, or a virtual map that you can interact with, some activities that were made, at the Super Bowl site, something like that. So there's no like steady, hard and fast details about this yet. Just a CEO talking about what they want to do and plan to do with this collab going in the future, which is a lot of the stuff we already knew about. Just he did get a little bit more specific, I suppose, with mentioning like, oh yeah, we hope to have a Super Bowl interactive type of thing with this, and we hope to premiere movies and TV shows and have theme parks in it. So we get a little bit more details, but still same basic thing that we've known about for a couple years. All right. Thank you for your comment, and that looks like all the comments today. So thank you so much, everybody, for checking out the show. Make sure you go join the Daily Fortnite Discord and hang out with us. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and a written review for a shout out on the show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.